everybody for waiting around. We are now going to be joined by basically everybody you just saw up on the screen. LeBron James will be joining us shortly, as will Coach Drew Joyce.
Let's bring him in one at a time. Why don't we, everybody, big round of applause for Coach Drew Joyce. Is that Romeo? Come on, everybody.
Big Romeo Travis.
Big round of applause.
I believe next up, Willie McGee. Let's give him a nice DC welcome, Willie McGee. The coach's son, Drew Joyce III. Let's welcome him.
He's grown a bit.
Is that Shion Cotton?
Yes.
Let's welcome Shion Cotton. Two sports stars, basketball stud, football star at Ohio State. Let's now welcome NBA superstar LeBron James. Let's not forget the director of More Than a Game, Chris Bellman. I want to thank all of you for taking time out of your very busy schedules to join us here tonight. You know, I was doing some research on the movie EB. It's the EB from the Junkies, 106.7 The Fan. You can hear us every weekday morning, 5 a.m. till 10 a.m. I was thinking, why would LeBron James come to D.C. in the middle of the summer, multi-millionaire athlete, he's got a million things to do. Right. And then, you know, from watching the movie, you realize that this isn't really a basketball movie. It's a movie about friendship and bonds that you form throughout your lifetime. As we saw a lot of these guys up here on the stage playing on an AAU team since they were in the 5th and 6th grades. So it's really more about, you know, friendships you develop over the years than being a basketball movie. I think that's what I took out of the movie.
Right, absolutely. I mean, I thought I was going to see a sports movie. It was damn near a date movie, you know? A lot of love in here, man. Coach, when did you realize that there was a special chemistry? Was it right there in the 5th grade? As soon as you guys, I guess, was it 5th grade when you guys went to Florida?
Well, we actually went to Florida twice, but the first time was in 5th grade. And in the movie, when I made the comment was made to Drew, LeBron, and Shion. They were the only three playing together at that time at 5th grade. And I said that they were going to do something special. Did I know what that was? If I did, I'd be a wealthy man, but I didn't. There was just something there I saw, and I felt they were going to do something special.
You guys can all weigh in on this, but LeBron, from watching the movie, you see Coach Drew is, you know, very introspective. He doesn't, you know, he's not a fire and brimstone type of guy, a yeller. Is he ever like a screamer behind the scenes when you guys were playing together, or is he always kind of that mellow, even keel type of guy to keep everybody kind of reined in?
No, you know, he did a good job of getting his point across. He didn't do much screaming. He didn't do much screaming, you know, for the most part, you know. But at times, if we wasn't, you know, doing what we supposed to do on and off the court, he made sure that, you know, he got us back on the right track.
Who's the ringleader? Like, I mean, LeBron got all the attention, but who was the leader? Who was the leader of the group?
Drew.
Drew?
Yeah.
The littlest guy.
You seen it in the film.
Right.
Yeah, when I told him, you know, point guard, leader. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, there was obviously a lot of tension between Coach Drew and your son. I mean, you talked about it in the movie where it became more of a player-coach relationship at one point than a father-son. How is that at this point? Has everything been mended, you know, since the playing days? How is that relationship now?
The relationship's great. I mean, as soon as he left, really senior year, we started to get things together. And by the time he was in college and he's playing in college, you know, I'm the first phone call he would make after a game, and after one of my games I coach, he'd be the first person I call, and we've really, you know, grown together as father and son. Yeah, for sure.
I was curious about how Romeo factored in, because the way the movie portrayed it, like the first couple of years, he was on the outside. You know, he was kind of like doing his own thing. Was there one incident or something where you decided, you know what, we got to bring him in, the extra guy, or? And who decided that? Who was the ringleader behind that and said, we got to bring Romeo, make him part of the family?
We all got together one day at the lunch table, and you know, we seen Rome stomping around, you know, angry and upset as usual. By this time, we were starting to, you know, grow a love for him. So we was like, you know, what do you think? So everybody, you know, gave it a go. So we gave him the news, and he was happy about it.
You told him he was welcome finally.
Yeah.
Coach Joyce, talk about the junior season. Okay, after they won the back-to-back state titles, LeBron's freshman and sophomore year, he's on the cover of SI. Big media storm. It's almost like a perfect negative storm for you, where you inherit this situation where the coach who had won the back-to-back titles leaves for a college job. You have all these high expectations, and you want to take the job, but part of you also says, well, these are lofty expectations. Teams won back-to-back state titles. If they don't repeat, I'm the scapegoat. Talk about your decision process there in taking the job once their original coach left.
Well, like I said in the movie, my first reaction was no. You know, I didn't want to mess it up. I kind of recognized that, you know, what we had put together. Coach Dambrot and I had upgraded the schedule. I mean, we played 10 teams that were national kind of teams, and we had added those guys to the schedule. We're bringing them to Akron. So, you know, the schedule is going to be tougher. We're moving to a larger division in the state. And as I said in the film, the words that my wife spoke to me really kind of helped me to go ahead and take it. But you know, I went in understanding how things were going to be. I was pretty, you know, honest with myself. The only bad thing is, you know, like I said, I recognize if we lost, it was going to be my fault. It's just that when we lost, it was a lot tougher than I thought it would be. So.
When did Chris, the director of the film, when did he factor into this? Did he come to you like, was it right before the senior year? And when did it become more than just a college project for you, Chris?
I mean, you know, it started out as a 10-minute piece, and I honestly, like, that first practice, just kind of seeing the boys interact, I don't know, their relationship was so unique, and I knew right then I had something bigger than just a 10-minute class project. I didn't think it would be a feature-length film. I never thought we'd be here on that day, but, you know, as things went along and I spent more and more time with them, and they were going through so many ups and downs, and they were just climbing those challenges. I mean, it really had all the ups and downs of a feature-length film. I really thought I was on something special, so that's kind of how it went. And
then did you have to, like, get the kids to sign off, like, permission? Like, how did all that go? Was that a big deal? Did some of the guys not want to do it, or did they feel like rock stars?
I mean, let's let them answer that. I don't know how they went down.
It was already rock stars. What you talking about?
Rock stars, what?
LeBron, how old were you when you got, I'm sorry, how old were you when you signed your first autograph? Were you guys all around the same age?
Yeah, we were about 13, 14 years old.
And then when did the hating come in? Because I saw in the movie.
The hating came in for me December 30th of 1984. When I was born, that's when the hating started.
No, but the hate that we saw in the restaurants or whatever, guys would come up to you and some would ask for your autograph and some would tell you to go back in your Hummer or whatever.
Oh, man, you know, anytime you're successful, you know, I think I look at it as, you know, the same people that build you up is the same people that want you to fall. So, you know, anytime you have success, there's always people on the other side that just don't want you to be successful. And that's part of the reason why who I am today. Because I use that as motivation. So it kind of started probably when I was like, I don't know, 12, 13, until now, still.